endi.
Rahmat. Mana bugun Azizaxon bilan Fotimaxon rozi bo'lganlari uchun ham rahmat. Ular mana ancha yaxshi tushunishibdi. Shunga mana shuning uchun mana bizani o'zi kanalimizda mentor hub deb deyiladi. Mentor degani bu rahbar emas yoki bir o'zidan bir lavozimi katta odam emas, faqat bir nimani sal yaxshiroq tushungan, ko'proq sal tajribaga ega bo'lgan odam. Shu bir-birimizga u yoki bu masalada mentorimiz, to'g'rimi, hayotda ham, ishda ham. O'zi umuman ta'lim olish, ilm olish bu ijtimoiy hodisa, ya'ni odamlar bir-biri bilan muloqot qilganda yaxshiroq tushunib yetadi. Shuning uchun mana shu study groupni fikri keldi. Shu bilan birga mana Aziza Musoyeva bilan Fotimaxon yordam beraman deb aytishdi. Yana boshqa qatnashchilarimiz ham bor. Agar kim bu yerda hech nimasi yo'q, men o'qituvchi, boshqasi o'qituvchi, hammamiz bir-birimizga yordam berishimiz mumkin. Bemalol savol-javoblarga bemalol faol qatnashinglar. Ingliz tilida olib boramiz dedik, lekin savollaringlar masalan o'zbek tilida sizlarga qulay bo'lsa, masalan o'zbek tilida ham gapirishinglar mumkin. Xo'pmi? So we're starting the series of study group sessions based on the TESOL certificate course offered by Arizona State University on Coursera platform. So it's, as I said, study group. So it's a platform where people can learn from each other. They can discuss the concepts that are presented in this course, clarify their questions, exchange ideas, reflect on how this can be useful in their own teaching practice. And support each other, motivate each other, because as we all know, like when we start a course, especially online MOOC courses, you know, after a few, like 1 or 2 weeks, so the motivation starts fading away, right? So it's difficult to kind of keep motivating yourself when you're alone. But when you have this kind of study group, like study buddies, as we told, right? So then it's kind of, it gives a push, right, every week, so to catch up with the group. Okay, so Aziza has a short presentation about the Coursera and this course in particular. And then if you have questions, we'll deal with the questions. And then we will reflect on week 1 materials, questions like, what did you learn? What did you find useful? What did you like, or what you found challenging? And how do you think you can use these material concepts in your own classrooms? And then we'll have a short preview of week 2. Okay? Does that sound good?
Yes.
Good. So then, yeah, Aziza, over to you. And could you please tell us a little bit about yourself? So introduce yourself to the group.
Okay, my name is Aziza Musaeva. I work at Samarkand State Institute of Foreign Languages. Actually, last year I was the winner of a scholarship, which is given by El-Yurt Jamgharmasi. And I went to London Metropolitan University and had there my master's degree. So before I had also a master's degree from Samarkand State Institute of Foreign Languages. So I have double actually now. So yeah, this is just short about me. Today, can I go on? Yes.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. Today I will talk about TESOL by Arizona State University, which is running in Coursera. So it is, I began this course about 2 weeks already ago, and it is now I'm going. It is now at fifth course. So let me go next one. I don't know. It's not working.
Just press the arrow button, maybe.
I don't know. I'm pressing escape, but it's not escaping.
Why do you need escape?
Because I put in F5, so it's not moving anywhere. That's why.
Okay, let's do this one. I'll
Yeah,
request
it's
remote.
yeah, it's working.
Oh, okay, good.
So you see, Coursera is free till December 31st. So if you have still chance to log in and to go on with courses. Today we'll actually talk about specifically about TESOL, right? But before beginning that one, let me tell you about Coursera. It was founded in 2012 by Stanford University by Andrew Ng and Daphne Koller. It is a MOOC, as Nadra Oppa said. It is MOOC means massive online, yes. What was it? Massive?
Open.
Open course, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit excited because it's 2-3 times I did my webinar, but I don't have so much experience about the webinars.
No problem. You're doing great.
So you see, when you, for example, do the courses, you will get such kind of how to say certificate. Today, for example, if you finish first one, I mean not today anyway, foundational principles, right? You will get this certificate. It means it is not certificate from, I mean, not a real TESOL certificate, but you will get every time when you finish one course, you will get every time one certificate. And at the end of the course, you will have about, I don't know, 8 certificate plus certificate by Arizona State University. This certificate is for anyone who wants to teach anywhere in this world. So there are 6 courses plus 2 capstone projects there. Capstone project means you will write their lesson plans. You will do some videos about some plans, and you will, for example, you will submit some extra materials, assignments. So in each course divides into 6 weeks, and in each week there are videos, essay, assignments, lesson plans, templates, and many other useful things. So now we come to courses. You see here 8 courses. All courses begin with Teach English Now. So foundational principles, it is the first course that you will see when you begin the course. But many people, when I ask them, some of them beginning their course from the 5th one, from 6th one, from the 4th one, but it's not correct. If you begin, if you begin from the first one, it goes step by step, and it's not so difficult for you. You know, if you, for example, begin from 4th, 5th one, you're gonna have some problem with, I don't know, with the difficulty of this
Understanding,
course.
right? Yeah. Can I just chip in? Yeah, just
no problem. Yes.
to summarize so that people just make sure that double check that people understand, right? Okay, this so like if you do it like sequentially, right, like starting from 1, so it will be easier because the concepts are built on top of each other, right? So like what you learn, so then you can and then yeah, so these are separate courses. You get certificates for each one, like the same like in school, right? So there are different subjects, right? For example, or like university, right? So they have different subjects. So you get certificates for different subjects, but to get a diploma kind of, right? So degree,
Yeah.
qualification, right? TESOL certificate, then you will have to finish everything.
Right. That's right.
Good.
So when you finish the four courses from first, second, third, fourth, you will get this certificate. It means you already finished the four courses. And then the exact TESOL certificate, I guess it will be like this, but I took it from internet. But anyway, I think it will be like this, which is more than 150 hours of instruction. It is next one. So anyway, let's begin from the first one.
Yeah, hold on. Can you show me the certificate? I'll explain why it is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this one is really important. You see, they write the number of hours. This is really important when you're submitting this as a professional development hours, or when you're applying for jobs, or for example, here in Canada, we have to go through the accreditation, and in the certificate it should be written how many hours it was their instruction, and you see they gave the what subjects you covered. That is also a very important thing as well when you are kind of, therefore it is the certificate, it shows kind of gives the credit. Okay.
I have a question. Can we get this certificate after finishing part 1? Or part 1 and part 2?
Yeah. When you finish part 1 and part 2 and 2 capstone projects, then you will get, yes, inshallah.
So as she said, so when you finish part 1, you get the part 1 certificate. But when you finish both, then you get the real kind of final certificate. Okay.
Okay, so we'll talk about foundational principles. So here you will learn about some language learning paradigms. You will learn about some motivation, risk-taking to different modes of learning, and balancing the teacher profession. Here I have got actually the video of from the first the foundational principles course. If you want, you can watch. It is like more than 1 minute, if you don't mind, of course.
Yes, sure.
You want? Okay. Yeah, you will understand what they will say. By the way, it may freeze sometimes because of technical issues, but you can watch it anyway. Let me open it. Okay.
I have a question too.
Hold on. Yes, hold on, please. Can we watch the video, and can you ask your question after the video, Diyorbek?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. We cannot hear you. Can you, when you go to share screen, at the bottom, there is a small sign that says share the sound. You have to put a tick on that. Otherwise, we cannot hear it.
Oh, you can't hear?
No, Aziza. You have to go to share screen.
Okay, I understand.
No, Diyorbek, this is for Aziza. Aziza, go to share screen. Yes.
It's not sharing?
No, we cannot hear the video sound. You have to go to share screen, and then you will see on the bottom, you will see small letters that say share the sound of the video.
Oh.
You have to put a tick on that. Yeah. Yeah, this is all learning for everyone, right? So this is also another
kind of
opportunity to you.
No, yes?
Yes.
My name is Andrea.
We can hear.
Okay.
Welcome to Teach English Now. This is our first course, Foundational Principles. My name is Dr. Shane Dixon from Arizona State University, and I will be co-presenting this course to you.
My name is Andrea Haraway, also from Arizona State University, and I will also be co-presenting this course to you. I'm excited to be helping you learn to teach English now.
We are excited to bring you this series on teaching English as a second or foreign language. You will be embarking on a journey of not only what to do as a language teacher, but also what not to do.
In these videos, you will test your assumptions about what language learning is and what research may actually say about beliefs people have about learning and teaching languages.
We are excited to bring you this course, Foundational Principles, the first in a series of 6 courses.
Thanks for dropping by.
And enjoy Teach English Now. I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So the second course will be about theories of second language acquisition. Should I just tell, short, yeah, then we'll go on next time, yeah, in all of them.
What do you mean short of what?
I mean, should I
Short
introduce it
explanation.
like, yeah, I mean, short explanation, or should I go by detail? I mean,
Explanation of what?
all the courses which is inside of this TESOL.
No, I think we'll go just one by one. We'll focus today on foundations, right? And week
Okay.
1. And yeah, we'll just go step by step. If that's, yeah, we can, I think, take some questions. Could you please go to the website, the Coursera?
Okay. Just I wanted to say some, how to say, okay, let me do it. Coursera. Can you see it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You see, when you go to the Coursera, course, you need to find first of all TESOL course, because many of you find it one by one. It is how to say, some people find just 5th one, 4th one. That's why it's more better if you write down here, for example, TESOL, and you will find the exact.
The right one.
Yeah, the right one. It is actually, it is just one TESOL course there, but how to say, all the course inside. Many people
Yes,
find
components, right?
all
Components,
the components
parts.
inside, right? Yeah.
Great. Okay, while we wait, this one, Diyarbek, what was your question? Was it related to, what was it?
My question was about, is it necessary to getting a scholarship for studying in Canadian's university, and is it important certification, I mean?
Okay, today we're not talking about Canadian universities, right? We're talking about Coursera, but we conducted a webinar, special webinar on studying and living in Canada. You can watch it on YouTube. Okay. Yeah. But in general, as in anywhere, you can pay yourself, you can get a scholarship. It's just usual.
Okay, understand.
You see, when you open, you will go this 3rd one. This is here, 3 people, right? Professional certificate is written, and you click, and you will see all the components inside, not one by one, because some people can study these courses one by one if they want. Maybe some people, they don't need TESOL certificate, just they want to develop their speaking skills, or I don't know, teaching, speaking, right? Then they go just one course. But if you want the real professional certificate, then you need to study all 6 courses and plus 2 projects you have to submit. And then when they, after everything, they will check you, for plagiarism, then they will let you get this certificate. You see here, when you open, there are all the courses here, 4, and then you will press show more. And here you see 5th course, second language reading, writing, and grammar. This one is listening, speaking, pronunciation, teach English now, technology, enriched teaching. Here they will talk mostly about online teaching, how you teach online. So, and the last one is again project. So the 4th one and the 8th one is 2 projects. Because in the first project, you need to submit 5 lesson plans. And at the last one, you need to submit 8 videos, 8, how to say. So at the end, you will press this enroll, okay? I already pressed, that's why it's not pressing in mine. When you open Arizona State University TESOL, it shows like this, and then you need to press enroll. So it is, how to say, Innovation Center in Uzbekistan. They are like supporting you, so you will go free. If you finish till 31st of December, of course.
Okay. Are there any questions so far? How to register, how to, you know, things like that? Or has everyone started?
I have got one question.
Yes.
My name is Dilnavaz. I am also a teacher, and good evening to everybody. I have got one problem with doing peer grade assessment on TESOL courses. I can't manage to join my videos, to upload my videos to the course. How can I upload them? I am doing these tasks on my telephone, so I can't do it. I don't know the exact, for example, exact joining to the Coursera from notebook. So can you give some information about it?
Yeah, if you, for example, when you open your notebook, you go to your emails that Innovation Center sent you access, yes? And there you go to the course. From there you can go, and you don't need to provide again your login and everything. You will just write down your password and you will log in. If you want to do with this one, with computer. And do you mean how to upload video in the first one, or which course you mean?
On the first one, I have
actually on the first one you don't have you don't need to upload video. It is optional. It is saying there. That's why I haven't done it because it is optional. If you want, you can do. If you can't, you can skip that one. I also saw that one. Yeah.
But let's see, which one is it? Can you open it
okay.
and we can see together? Was it in week 1?
Week 1,
I guess
peer grade assessment.
Week 1, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you go here, please?
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit slow today.
No problem. So we got one question while you're while we're waiting.
Yeah.
So there was one question from YouTube. So Sevara is asking, can we download the materials?
Of course, we can download. I can show you if you want.
Okay, but what about videos? Can you download videos as well?
Yeah, you can download anything you want.
Everything? Okay,
Everything.
good. Okay, good.
Just you can copy out the people's, I mean, your peers' work. You cannot.
Okay, great. Yes, great. So Sevara, yes, just wait a little bit and we'll show how.
Oh my God, it's not working.
So yeah, and Fatima, we just forgot about you. Would you like to add something at this point? You just, jump in. It's study group. You see, you don't wait, turn. Just jump in, anyone. Yeah. Would you like to?
I have some all questions.
Good. Don't be shy. Yes. Okay. Yes. Who wants to ask the question?
The question which is here, practice peer graded assignments.
Yes.
The answer is here. When you go resume, you don't need, it is optional actually. If you want, you can talk about language is cake. It is metaphor. You can talk why it is cake. You need to say it in like in 5-10 minutes, I guess. Let me read.
Okay. So I guess from here you go to my submission, or where do you go to submit?
Yeah. There are instructions. First of all, you
submission.
will read the instruction, how to do video, everything. Then you go my submission. And then you have to, first of all, you need to write the title. Many people, they don't write, then they will have, at the end, they will say, why it's not working. And then you need to write, say your first name, why you think language is cake. And you will talk about the metaphor. And finally, if you want, you can also write down as Word version. I mean, like Microsoft Word. You can just write down. It was optional, that's why I didn't do it. Then, if you want to upload the file, you press upload the file, and it takes a bit time. So you need to. You can paste here or browse here. I think I should press paste.
Browse. You have to
browse. Yeah.
click yes, browse. Yes,
yeah.
it will open your computer. It will open your computer.
It opens my computer, and I go the videos that I want to add. Here I don't have video right now, but then I put this open. I mean, I press this open button. Then it goes automatically. Then I press preview. Then again, they say you can check one more time. So you say, okay, and you check one more time, and then you will submit. That's it.
Thank you.
And there is another thing, so I want to add here, you know, there sometimes might be the problems with the size of the file. Here they are not specifying, right? What should be the size, like the size limit, right? But there might be, right? So then another thing, I see here the URL, right? So you can put the URL. That means, for example, you can put your video on your Google Drive. Like if you have Gmail account, you have a drive, right? Google Drive. You can upload it there, and then you can share the link here. You just can copy and paste it here. Do you know how to do it, or do you want me to show it?
We know it.
You can upload it from YouTube as well. You just put the URL, and
only we share link. Then the
Yes, you can just copy and paste the link, and then they will be able to see that too. Yeah, you can upload it on Google Drive or YouTube, yes, or any Dropbox, I don't know, anything else, right? And then you can put a link, so it will be there too.
Thank you.
So when you open any course, there will be 5 questions. In all of them, there is these questions. I want to show these questions to you. If you have any question, you can ask.
But Adizopa, we cannot see your demonstration.
Oh, really?
Why?
No, we can see.
What can you see?
The demonstration.
I can the Coursera web page. Yes.
Web page.
So what do you want to see?
Okay, it's what?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yes. So we are looking. Yeah, we are exploring the website, right? The Coursera. Yeah, she closed the presentation, PowerPoint presentation already. Yeah, we're looking at the course itself.
I think because I opened too many windows, that's why.
No. I think
okay.
I think she was just confused.
Okay, when you open, you have to when you open week 1. In every week, there are 5 the same question. You need to do this one first of all. That's why, for example, if you open the first one, foundation course, so it asks you, can you please read this and then do checkpoint 5 questions. So I'm opening this one. If anyone has question, please welcome.
Okay, so
I have a questions, Nadrapa.
You can say Aziza, no problem.
Okay, and My name is Nilufar. Now I have started the TESOL courses. I mean the first and the second one. Nowadays I am the third I'm doing now, and I see that the course by course is getting more difficult. Yeah. And what about capstone project? I have some questions about. And in in the third course, we have to how can I say, write lesson plans. Yes, at the end of the course. And what about the fourth course? Should we upload some videos of our lesson plans or our lessons? I mean.
Yeah, you will do this lesson plan, 5 lesson plans. It is 1 week lesson plan you will do, and you will submit your lesson plans in the 4th one, not in the 8th one, because in the 8th one you will do more videos. Here in the 4th one you will do this one, and then plus teaching philosophy. You need to write about like you need to look your teaching with like big picture, like you need to focus everything and you need to write your philosophy. And then you need to also upload 1 video, 1 micro teaching from any of your lesson plans that you submitted there. You can take any part. You can take warm up, you can take objective discussion, or instruct model, or I don't know, or guided or independent practice if you want. And yeah, it takes a little bit more time because I already did it. And for example, I spent in other courses 2 days, 3 days most, but in this course, fourth one, I spent like one week. So you see.
Yeah.
So when you open every course, there is reading. You see reading here, welcome guide to teach English now. You go there and you need to read some, how to say, some of their rules. It's written here. For example, who handles the content in the course? It is Arizona State University. So you just keep in your mind, so you will need it. Who handles the technical issues on the platform? Coursera. What are some steps that I can take to solve my problem? For example, you can go to many technical issues have to do with using Coursera app. You see, if you want that the Coursera works properly, you need to go with your laptop, but you can watch some videos if you want with your smartphones, but still it is more better if you do with your laptop, because you need to submit some assignments.
Yeah, and in general, it works better, right, than the mobile. There might be some limitations of the mobile apps, right? And it says if you're using your desktop or laptop, make sure that it is up to date. So you have kind of not all outdated windows, right? So it should be updated.
The videos are chosen by ourselves, or they themselves give a theme or topic while doing.
Actually, you will need to choose yourself all the themes that you want to submit in your 1 week lesson plan. Then, but they should. I mean, how to say? I don't know what. Related, yes. Not, for example, some people I saw there, they did first day present simple, second day present continuous, and present perfect. No, you can't do. I mean, you can do, but it is they are giving us chance to expand. So, for example, you need to stick so that your students understand. You know. This is the case. So when you finish reading, for example, I have missed a deadline, do I switch to courses? You will read this one, and then you will go to mark as completed, and you need to go next. Next item will be 5 questions. So all the Coursera, how to say, content has got such kind of questions, whether it is welcome guide.
Yes.
Yeah, whether it is
At
welcome.
at the beginning of all the courses, there are same questions about this course. I mean,
Okay, who wants to answer this question? Dilna, was
The
you?
first one.
Yeah, who wants to
handles?
answer, please?
The first one.
Dilna was
Arizona
first
State
one, right?
University, yeah.
Okay, second one?
Who handles Coursera. Next.
Yes. What about
And
third one?
the deadlines are simply a guide, except the last one at the end of the course.
Yeah, that's right. Fourth one?
The first one, to alert your peers to review an assignment, you should
Post a request in
post a
discussions.
request and shareable link in discussions.
Yeah, you need to share your ideas. You can ask there anything you want. And fifth one?
The next one is successfully complete parts 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
that's right.
So when you finish, don't forget to click this,
yeah.
your confirmation. Then you go to submit.
Submit.
Hurrah, yes.
Hooray.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
got
we did it.
100
Yay.
Thank you.
And then you just go to the next one, right? Okay, while you switch your desktop, the screen, I want to answer the question that we got from Halima, I guess. Why Arizona University? It is the only certificate full course that is offered on Coursera.
Yeah.
So therefore there is no other choice.
Free course,
and
yeah.
It's free. Well, it is free. It is free not because of that, but it is free. You know, all the courses are free now, right? Offered by the Innovation Center, right? But in Coursera, so there is this only course that is kind of full certificate course, right? It's not just one standalone courses.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, some people ask me how to review your peers. So when you go underneath, I mean, for example, this is the fifth course. You go underneath here, review your peers. You press it. Then one, because I didn't do one, because they said no submission yet. So there is, I think, submission now. You will press start reviewing. So it opens, yes, you see it is by Deepika Sanger. So here she talk about the reading. Here you see, think about students you are currently teaching or might teach in the future. Choose a reading you think will interest your learners. And be sure to consider your students' reading abilities in relationship to difficulty of the text you choose. So there are some questions you need to focus. What's the age of the students? Describe the student's language proficiency, list the title of author, and discuss why you think the reading would be appropriate. So you need to, you don't need to write a long essay here because it is writing prompt. It means it shouldn't be too too long, but I prefer to do long. I mean, I always do everything appropriately long something because I don't know, I like the way to do everything completely. So you read first of all about these skills. Hello, my name is Deepika. I'm planning this reading for middle school students between the age.
Okay, Aziza, I don't want you to read her because, you know, we don't, that's for privacy issues, right? Because this is not your job work, like, you know, and it is on YouTube. So therefore I was kind of scrolling down.
But I just wanted to review, I mean, to show how to review.
I know, but we cannot share somebody else's work, right? So it is confidential, right? So you can read it on your own, right? So therefore I want to respect other people's privacy.
Just let me say, you need to go to rubric and you will just click. If you want to give 2 points, you just click 2. If you want, you can click 0. It's up to you. And then you need to write here, here something, for example, good job or wonderful
feedback.
Or you give feedback. Sometimes I don't know, the assignments are not appropriate. I think it would be more better if you do like this. You need to be very polite with your peers because they will also review your works.
Yeah. be polite, but at the same time, give some constructive feedback, right?
Yeah, but it should be constructive.
Okay.
May I make a suggestion? Aziza, wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. I waited for him for answer for Arizona, beginning with the first letter of alphabet. Maybe it is good. Your approach is wonderful. But maybe we make a neat analysis for local teachers, because at least 20 universities, foreign universities, are seeking for workforces to their universities. Maybe we must know whom they want to hire, and then to work Coursera, and people will get jobs at universities like TEAM, other universities. I know some directors of those universities, for example, in Andijan, this lady from India, she said that she wanted very much to get some teacher, but in what areas we must know. Organizational behavior, maybe development center, maybe competencies in the market. If you like, maybe we organize a survey whom they want to hire, because the final goal is to get job for our local beautiful ladies speaking Queen English. Am I right? I don't know. Aziz, a wonderful presentation. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Would you like your email, how to reach you? Thank you.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Yes, people would like to get job. Many people would like to be hired, but we must know whom they need. The universities, Team University, Korean University, Inha University. All people are searching for teachers.
Who has got TESOL, you mean?
Yeah.
But having this TESOL certificate is kind of a must for all English language teachers, right?
Oh no,
all employers...
I am very TESOL oriented, and I work TESOL leading moderator. They do not like. They must know Coursera must be focused on the needs of the university, because the staff is wonderful, always Becky speaking English wonderful, and teaching major for students. It will be wonderful if we create jobs for our teachers. Thank you in advance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so any other questions regarding any technical issues that you encountered? If not, I just want to, is there anything else from you, Fatima? Otherwise, I just want to kind of discuss with one materials, kind of get some feedback.
No, now I'm going to say that I had a question this morning from one teacher of our country. She says that she cannot understand, and she started at the 5th course.
Okay.
I mean, what was the reading, listening, at this time, and it was difficult to understand for her, and she asked some questions about it, and I helped him with pleasure, of course. And I'm going to say that I'm going to suggest that if you start from the 1st course, it will be easy to understand all videos, and you should do all courses step by step.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for saying that again. And Aziza also mentioned that, right? Yeah, she had, I think she also received the same kind of question, right? Yeah, so the suggestion is start from fundamentals, right? So therefore the word is fundamentals, means the basics, right? So first of all, you have to understand the fundamentals, the basics, right? Okay, great.
Also, I want to say one more thing. You need, when you go step by step, you have to finish, first of all, one course, then you enroll the second one. But anyway, it will show you like this, all the 8 courses here. For example, this, when I click 6th course, they say me here, enroll for free, start from today. But if I, for example, click it, all the deadlines begin. So it means if I click it, I should do it in like near future. Otherwise, the deadlines, I will skip the deadlines. That's why once you finish, then you begin the next one. Okay, I suggest you like this.
So don't enroll in too many of them, right? unless you are sure that you will be able to finish them quickly, right? Yeah. So therefore, do it like one by one, right? One at a time. That's a good point. Yes.
Thank
My
you.
name is Sevar. Good evening, everybody. For example, your screen, your computer showed that they are given seven course. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Yes, and my computer showed this only 3 and C part. I think it's a capstone project. How can it will be? For example, after I finish this course, maybe 3 courses, it will show or not? What do you think? My first question is, and my second question, for example, after a week, after, for example, first and second week, they are given a quiz or test. You should do it, but sometimes when I finish the test, actually I am sure that my answers are true, but at the end it shows, for example, 80% or maybe 7%. But they are shown that correctly, your answers are correctly, but as the percentage not 100%. It happened, for example, 2 or second week, not first week. It showed that 100% my answers. And what do you think about it? It's some kind of technical problem or other problems. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess it is technical problem, and you need to how to say ask from Coursera itself if you have any technical issues, because I also had such kind of problem, but not too much. Just one time I had. I think because it is also because of your internet connection. If it is too low, sometimes it can show like this, I think. About your, oh yes, Nadrapa, you want to say
I
something?
just want to ask, yeah, there is no deadline, right, for the quiz? I mean, or like, what about like if you take the quiz one time and it is like, say like 50%, and then you take the next time, but it is 100%, and then maybe that time it gives less score, kind of they adjust it? No, it doesn't do that?
No, you can.
No, it should give 100.
Yeah, of course.
It should give.
Okay.
Nadirapa, I have got one. I have done such kind of tests and I had 80%. But after next day, when I see the result, it was 100. It's a technical problem, no matter.
They correct it, right?
They correct it, yeah.
Okay,
But after a day, maybe.
Okay, so yeah, then the advice is check back first, right? Whether it's corrected now, right? If not, then you can report the technical issue to Coursera, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, your first question is you need first of all to find this Arizona State University. So this all the one, which is 7 courses plus 1 capstone. It's written here. You need to enroll this one, then you can see all the courses in front of you when you open your Coursera.
It might be that you enrolled in the part 1 specialization.
Enrolled, part 1.
You enrolled in part 1, not in the, this is called, what is it called? Certificate or something?
It's professional certificate.
Professional certificate 1, right? So that one, the one that you have part 1 is called specialization.
Yeah, I think you can go with part 2 when you finish the part 1.
Yeah, you can go part 2. Yeah, there's no problem with that too. But it's just we're explaining why you cannot see the rest, right?
Okay, well, thanks.
Okay, just check yours, and then if not, you can search part 2. Yes, and then
you see part 2. You will write TESOL and you go part 2. And then you click enroll, so you can go on with doing like this.
Okay, any other technical issues? Okay, if not, let's move on to the content, right? I would really love to kind of discuss some of the content that is there,
Yeah.
right? So, for example, I like that about that the language is a cake, right? What do you think about it? Why do you think language is a cake?
Who wants to answer?
Yeah,
May
anyone
I?
wants to share? Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Dinavos, you want?
I'm eager. I want to show my video, but I can't manage. But next webinar, I will fix my video.
Okay.
About a language is a cake. For example, we have a lot of cakes, but we have different taste. Some of them like the sweetie one, but some of them like normal one. Everyone should eat the cake which he or she wants. For example, if you eat the most sweetie one cake, it may be dangerous or it may be harmful for you, for your body, so that you use your language in order, and you know for example, you know the order, you know how to use it. You like your body, like your organs, it is the most useful thing for everywhere in every time. It gives us a gift or present, or it may damage you.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
Great. Yeah, that's great. Yes. So yeah, as you said, so there should be some limits, right, with everything. So you should know the balance, right? When you should know the rules, kind of how to use it, how to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah. If you have the video, could you please send it to our Mentor Hub group? So I'm sure everybody would love to see if you are okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
That would be really...
also in Mentor's Voice. I'm also a member of Mentor's Voice. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. You can send there too. Yeah. That would be great. Anyone else? Do you have any other opinions on why language is a cake?
Can I chip in?
Yes.
Assalamualaikum, everybody. Good evening. So I have just enrolled this course, and I have actually watched that video when in there the professor says that language is cake. And when he said that statement, I was like, no, language is not a cake, because learning a language never cannot be harmful for you, but cake can be. A moment on your lips can stay forever on your hips, as they say. And but and I thought why he said that. Um, and it dawned on me that the way he presented that cake, maybe that was a metaphor why it's so much like TESOL course. Because in the video, we can see that he just takes that cake with his hands and puts it on the plate and presents it to students. So, and in English, teaching English is just like that. Language learning can be very enjoyable, but when the teacher makes mistake while addressing his students, while he or she, the teacher, doesn't understand the way presenting the material without taking into consideration the ability of students. That was the way the professor presented the cake with his hands. And in the video, we also can see the second time professor takes accurately the piece of cake with knife, puts it on the plate very distantly with a napkin on one side and presents it. And that was the state of the teacher after the TESOL course. So if you just take the TESOL course and you acquire all the information properly, then maybe it will just enables you with the proper abilities and skills how to present the language skills to your students. And that is why maybe it was very likened to a cake. Language was likened to a cake. That's my opinion.
Great, Nadira. Yeah, my namesake. Yeah, I agree. But also, you know, in that sense, who will be the learners? They will be just passive eaters. I think in that sense, I would put learners as the bakers. So they have to bake their cake themselves. Right? So with the teacher, right? So then they would be active participants of the learning process, right? And really, I haven't watched I don't know this course really. I'm just here moderating, but I'm sharing my opinion, right? Whereas like if you, like for me, the metaphors, right? So they're great for exploring the, what you think you're understanding, what happens in the classroom, right? For me, I guess why they, I think that I like it. So if you say cake, so the learners are bakers and the teacher also kind of maybe mentor, right? So kind of more experienced chef, right? Showing the master class, right? But everyone is baking their own cake. And probably the layers show this, you know, different areas and skills of the language. Like, you know, we have grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, right? And like speaking, reading, writing, right? So for me, it would be like that. So it has many layers. And, you know, sometimes we take 1 or 2 layers, right? Sometimes we take all of them, right? So I guess so it's kind of everything like that. Or like linking phrases would be, I don't know, this cream, for example, right? I would elaborate like that. So I would see it like that, but really it doesn't mean that my version is the true version, yours is not. Everyone, it's therefore metaphors are great just for exploring your understanding, and there is no right or wrong answers. Anyone else wants to share anything?
My answer, my explanation was also similar to yours. I also, how can I say, I also choose the metaphors language is cake because if you have all ingredients of the cake, your cake will be delicious as you like. And in language, if you have speaking, writing, listening, vocabulary or other phrases, verbal and grammar structure, your English will be perfect like your cake.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, thanks. Okay.
Also, somebody asked me how to download the video. I just wanted to show it.
Yes,
you see here, download button. You just click it, and it asks you, do you want MP3 one? Do you want subtitles with subtitles, or do you want the transcript, just the transcript underneath? You just click MP3, MP4, I mean. Then it opens one more window, and from there you have to click this button. You see 3 dots here. Oh, yeah, 3 dots. So you click and you just download it like this. Okay, it's like this. Yeah, this is actually
hello again.
To
teach English now.
The video from language.
Great. Okay, great. Yeah. And do you think we can download videos on the phone as well, or should it be only from laptop?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. Can we go back to week 1?
Yeah, week 1.
Yes.
So in week 1, we have also their scaffolding. What do you think about scaffolding, dear teachers?
Yeah, that's another thing. Very interesting topic, right? What is scaffolding? How do you understand this? Hello? No ideas? So,
Scaffolding,
yeah.
may I?
Yes, please.
Scaffolding, it's a create opportunity to a student step by step. They are given some steps, for example, models the behavior, guided or independent. And by this way, step by step, you can explain your idea and explain your topic to students. And students also try to learn something in order to reach their goal. It's a scaffolding. It's opportunity to students step by step. They have that.
Yeah, thank you. No one else? You yourself, Fatima, Aziza?
Yeah, I think the same, but you know, scaffolding is like giving the input to students step by step that they understand. For example, you can do it via giving them some models. For example, if you're teaching about essays, you can provide them with models, but before giving the models, you need to ask them to do the task, and then you will show them the models so that they compare it. Because if you show the model before they write, it may, how to say, it may reduce their creative thinking. This is the case if you think about it.
Fatima, would you like to share anything?
Yes, scaffolding is you put everything in the place, turn by turn, step by step, model, guided practice, independent practice, all of these techniques.
Yeah, it is support, right? It can be step by step. It can be breaking something into smaller chunks. It might be by asking questions, by asking guiding questions. Yeah, it can be anything. So like when you're like, we talk about the metaphors, right? The images, right? Scaffolding, if you're like, see they're called scaffolding, you know, when the building there's a construction, right? And they put this scaffolding. So in Uzbek we say havaza, in Ruski we say lisa, right? So they put this scaffolding, right? So so that, you know, when they are building it, right? So the same like that, if you have that kind of image, you know, the teacher is kind of putting the scaffolding, helping, you know, for the learner to learn something, right? So something they are here, but they want to be here, right? And this gap, how do they learn, right? So the teacher should kind of build a bridge for them, right? So kind of help them to achieve that. Yes, yeah, it can be dividing into steps, but not only, it's not limited to that. Scaffolding can be one of the advocates of scaffolding. Really, I don't know what was in your course, but it is the concept that the advocates of this concept was Lev Vygotsky, and he was exploring the how mainly children learn, and so he was saying that they need what was it called? I forgot the name. More experience, someone who is a bit more experienced than the child, to help him or her to learn. So they were just asking questions. Okay, so like saying, you know, where would you go now, right? What do you think we should do now, right? So asking guiding questions, eliciting something, right? So they are all this scaffolding, providing enough support for the learners to learn. It's not like that, right? Like, for example, okay, like your homework is to write an essay, or you just come into classroom saying, okay, do this exercise, right? Without providing any support, right? So you just need more support. But the support shouldn't be, you know, just everything, right? So it's just giving the right answers, but you kind of making them discover the answers for themselves. Okay, yeah. Any other concepts or anything that you liked in this week? Or anything that you found challenging or useful in your classroom?
So here also we need to talk about teacher talk. As I said, teacher talk is very important, but it should be, the instruction should be 20% of the lesson time, because if you think the lesson time is 100%, so 80% should be practice and 20% should be instruction, because as a communicative language teaching approach, it is student centered, yes. So it means more students should practice, but here teachers' role is very important in guiding them in an appropriate way, because if you just sit down and let them do anything they want, you cannot achieve your goal. It is you that instruct what they can do and what kind of activities they go with, and what else. For example, in teacher talk, you can, while talking, you can say about your experiences. For example, if the theme is about traveling, you can talk about a little bit about your experience. For example, you did traveling in any country, or I don't know, in local places, you can talk. And by this way, you can how to say, open their heart. You can, like, how to say, affect to their intrinsic motivation, which is very important in learning language, because once it is coming in from your inside, from the learners inside, that they want to learn, they want to achieve their goals, and then it would be more easier for you to convey your message. Otherwise, if there is no motivation, and you may lose, or you may not achieve the goals that you want, or the input that you give will be, for example, will not be so comprehensible that you want. But I understand that teachers nowadays have sometimes burnout, right? Because maybe there are so many things they need to do. Maybe they don't have support. So in that case, the teacher may enter to classroom with I don't know, with like without mood or without motivation. It may affect to your students. So I think everything depends how we approach with something.
Yeah, teachers also should be motivated, right? So they should also increase their motivation, both intrinsic and extrinsic, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's also important, right? So many teachers complain, saying, "Oh, the salaries are low," right, or etc., right? But they are all this extrinsic motivation, right? So external factors, right?
Yeah, that's
like
right.
Teachers, like good teachers, they're intrinsically motivated, right? So they do this because they're passionate about it. They do this because they love doing it, right? And learners feel that, right? So that's, I think, one of the ways of motivating them as well. When students see that the teacher himself or herself is motivated, they feel it and they become more motivated as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. This is teacher talk. That's a very nice one. So what do you think about your own classroom? Just telling honestly, what do you think? What is the percentage of teacher talk and student talk in your classroom?
You mean in my classroom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I haven't taught at university too long. I mean, I have experience at school like 5 years, but I didn't have experience at university. So when I came, I sometimes didn't know what to teach. I mean, what should I mean, I have this, how to say, even I have this knowledge, but I cannot convey this, you know. And nowadays, after learning this TESOL course, I understand how to begin and how to go on. Yes, you know, but I try, yes, I try most of the time to do more practice than I talk. But when I see this course, when I take this course, now I understand what to do. And I would like, I'm very eager to show this in front of my classroom in near future, inshallah.
Great. Anyone else wants to share? Like, do you think you talk more than your students? Or you think they speak more than you? It's not an easy task. I have to, honestly, I have to control myself as well. I think I talk too much so sometimes. So you really have to kind of monitor yourself, right? All the time.
Yeah.
Right. Or like if you really want to see that you're not sure, there are different ways you can find out, right? So one thing that you can do is kind of record your own classroom, right? And then you can see like how many minutes you were talking and how many minutes students were talking. Or there, you can ask your colleague to observe your lesson, right? And then record how much time, again, so there are some kind of observation, special observation sheets for that as well, teacher talking time, student talking time, where they put kind of ticks, you know. You can ask them to do that as well, But now if you're teaching online, that's easier, right? So you just record your lesson and then you can see, as I said, how many minutes you're talking. And then, the perfect ratio is that 80 to 20, right? You just talk 20. Although, as you said, the university, right? So it depends on the context, right? So it depends on if it is a lecture, for example, right? It might be different place. It depends. It depends on the topic sometimes, right? So like one lesson, it might be kind of more input from you, but the next one might be entirely them, right? So there, it's not kind of, you know, set in stone, right? But it's a good rule to aspire to.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? So this is study group. That means you have to be active, guys. It's not a webinar.
Why they are so passive? I think
I know. Yeah, I think we couldn't motivate you. We couldn't motivate you.
Yeah, we couldn't motivate because maybe we are not motivated.
I am motivated. I really like, you know, discussing these issues, and I would really love to hear.
Sometimes, you know, they ask me, for example, how should I write, for example, why language is a cake, why language is basketball, why language is, I don't know, why teacher is photographer, yes. They ask me, I say, why language is camera. So we need to talk and we need to share our opinion.
Exactly, yeah. So like when you discuss this, you understand better, right? So you learn something from each other, right? Through these discussions, right? Absolutely.
Because in each week there are writings that you need to submit, and those writings sometimes they have difficulty to what to write and how to approach to the question. For example, one lady asked me, there was a question, what is learned, what is taught is what is learned. So you need to, for example, write about this. What can you write? What is taught is what is learned. Do you agree or disagree, for example? Who can answer?
That's a very good question. Yeah. Okay, any opinions? I'll start like in a classroom. I'll nominate someone.
Nadira, please. There was another, I think she's my...
Yes.
So
anyone
you
else?
recognize you.
Yeah, Nadira, you, yes, I think.
Hi, Aziza.
Oh,
We
it's
actually
my,
work with her together. Yes.
yeah, we are colleagues, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
So I guess I missed the question. Aziza, sorry.
Oh, okay, I'm asking that what do you think about what is taught is what is learned? Do you agree or disagree?
Well, I would partially agree to the statement because I don't think that everything that is taught is actually learned. Sometimes, well, just take let's say just the classroom or students. Not everybody, not every student is there and then when the class is in the process. And some students, well, I don't know how correct it is of me to refer to multiple intelligence here. Sometimes students they like hands-on approach. Some students they are good at theories, reading, and maybe that is why I don't think that um, when you are teaching, all the information is taken by the students. But sometimes it is successful. Yes, sometimes what is taught is learned, but not all the time.
Any other ideas?
Yeah.
I think no ideas.
But you have to agree or disagree, right? So yeah, you have to explore. So
I both agree and disagree for this matter. What is taught and what is learned. For the young generation, we have to taught something in order to learn them. For adults and who can learn independently themselves, they can learn language from videos or music and other recorders. They can learn it independently. They don't need a teacher, tutor. But if you have to study grammar structure, they also need a professional tutor to learn it.
yeah. But yeah, that's a very good one, Fatima. But do you think like imagine you teach the same material to 2 students or like 10 students in your classroom. Do you think they will learn the same?
No, I think
why? So then what is not what is learned,
no.
Right? So like
everybody has different opinion, different knowledge about something. If you your student is smart, they can get what you taught. If you have passive students, you should practice them repeatedly, not only once. For the passive students, we need professional teachers. I think.
Okay.
It's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, I agree. There is a kind of much depends on the teacher competence, right? On how we teach, right? But it's more important, how they learn, right? We have to focus on how learners learn, right? Not on how we teach. So we have to adjust our teaching, as you were saying, to how they are learning, right? So learning, therefore we say learner-centered approach, right, to education, because learners are the priority. So if they think, as you said, they learn by drilling, okay, right? So if they learn by pictures, okay, right? So you have to start your starting point should be on how learners learn, right? And it might be not like, that was in the before, like saying, smart students and not smart, but it's not about that, right? It's just learning styles are different, right? Some learners speed different. Some learners learn faster. Some some need more time, right? But it doesn't mean they are not smart, right? So just some learners need a bit more time for processing information, right? Yeah, as we said, learning styles. Some people are visual, some people are auditory, right? Or some people like better in languages than others, right? So like some people are kind of maybe better in math rather than languages, right? So they might be, the brain works differently, right? Or there are other things like maybe, you know, and we are talking about, you know, like normal kind of students, but it might be that learners have some disabilities, right? Maybe mental disabilities, physical disabilities, right? So then you have to take those into account as well, right? So you have to account the age of the students, right? The even time of the day, right? So like whether this affecting or not right now, like if it is Sunday 9 a.m., right? You think they will learn easier or more difficult, right? So there, everything you have to take into account. So in general, I personally think that it's not, yeah, what we teach is not what is learned, right? Learners learn when they are ready to learn. That's a kind of the message that we usually give, because, you know, now we have like how many, we have 13 people in the class, in this webinar room, right?
Yeah.
And by the end of the webinar, if, you know, if we discuss what we kind of learned or what we did today, we might get slightly different answers, right? So people might kind of remember something differently from another person, right? The same in the classroom. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. People with high IQs are good language learners. Yeah, thank you for highlighting that. That's exactly, yes, right. So
yeah, this is another question. Actually, you need also to write a kind of essay for this question. Submit it in the first course. It is as well.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yes, IQs. Okay. Anyone else wants to comment?
Yeah, I also think that emotional state, emotional intelligence of the student also should be proper, because in a language classroom we always interact, we encourage interaction, and that is why students should be confident, because sometimes all the students, they are painfully shy when it comes to talking, standing up, and telling their ideas.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's 100%, right? Yes, emotionally intelligence is as important as IQ, right? Maybe even more, right? So because IQ focuses mainly on this logical math reasoning, right? But there are other styles, other strengths that learners might have, right? Yeah, it's not always the case, right?
Yeah, sometimes people with high IQ may have difficulty in learning language. It depends. That's why, for example, I understand that people with high IQ are more smarter than others, but still, for instance, if they don't want to learn that language, they may, if they don't have this intrinsic or extrinsic motivation, then it is difficult to say that they are good at learning the languages. That's why it depends on the person's how to say, intention. How does he want to learn the language or not, and others.
And one thing is like learn, right? But the main thing is to use it, right? And we all have some students, right? Or like we ourselves, right? Sometimes we say like, oh, I know, like, I don't know, like 5,000 words, right? But I cannot speak, right? So that's one of the things, right? Some, like, as you said, smart learners might know a lot about language, right? But they are not able to use it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That might,
can I come in here?
yes.
Sorry for jumping in. Because it was related, I just wanted to say something here because in the first week, in the reading section, you are given the reading which is connected with Stephen Krashen's theory about comprehensive input. Um, and that was related what you said earlier because some people say that they are like gurus of English grammar. They can state any grammar. They can correct even native speakers. But when it comes to speaking, they are not competent enough. And that was, I was familiar with this theory, which is basically about immersing yourself into language environment, reading novels in English, like watching movies, listening to songs, everything in English. Um, and that's that was one method which worked for me because after studying after getting my BA I was not good at speaking, and when I read about this theory about Krashen's theory I just wanted to apply it, work on myself, and began reading. So I began with J.K. Rowling's novels, and uh, it didn't end up until now. So that was a thing which worked for me as a language learner. And I was very glad that they supported this theory also in TESOL course.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Krashen's theory is, yeah, one of the fundamentals of the teaching methodology. Yeah, it's he was talking about, yeah, providing comprehensible and extensive input, right? As you were saying, like the idea was that you have to give lots of examples or lots of kind of, you know, input means like can be reading or listening material, right? So that they're kind of immersed in the language, right, to be able to use it then, right? Yeah, another thing that he's was saying that comprehensible input should be +1, right? So it should be kind of one level higher than the student's actual level, right? It shouldn't be the same level, or it shouldn't be lower, you know, otherwise they lose motivation if it is lower, or they don't learn anything, right, if it is the same level, right? But it should be kind of +1. And it shouldn't be +2, right? They shouldn't be too difficult for them. Otherwise, again, they lose motivation if they don't understand anything, right? For example, in reading, so here in Canada and in the most English-speaking countries, so like for even kids, you know, they suggest like when you open a book and then if you see on one page like 2 or 3 new words, this is the right book for you. Read this book. But if there are like, say, like more than 10 new words, like don't read it. But it's for children, I'm saying how they teach children to read books. So this is it, right? So like the input should be not too difficult for them. It shouldn't be +2, it should be +1. It should be kind of a bit one step higher, okay? Although there are kind of Krashen's, yes, the one that you were immersion, right? But based on that, there was another method that was developed, audiolingual approach, if you remember. And the idea was kind of this immersing students into this input, right? Saying like they have to listen. They had these labs, language labs, right? With headphones, you know, sitting and listening and listening and listening. And they kind of, hopefully one day they will be able to speak. But then the practice showed that it doesn't happen. So they have to practice it all the way. So they have to practice in real life speech, not just repeating after the teacher, right? And then that is the kind of the communicative approach that came along. Okay. Anything else? Okay, so your laptop needs recharging, Aziza, otherwise we might lose
I've got it in my other room. That's why.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Okay, I think that's enough. We've been here for 1.5 hours. So if you like, let's share some final notes,
Okay.
final comments, and then we will decide on what we will cover next time. Okay, so yeah, do you have any kind of final reflections, comments, feedback, questions, anything? I want to hear from each of the participants if possible.
Yeah. If they want, they can talk in Uzbek. If I don't know.
Yes,
They want
exactly.
to
You can
ask.
speak Uzbek, Russian, yeah.
Turkish.
Turkish, yes. Tajik, I guess Aziza
Tajik,
understand.
yeah, of
I
course.
don't understand, so but Aziza will translate for us. So yeah, feel free. Yeah, this is a study group, as I said, so it's not just coming in because learning is not a passive process, right? Learning is
Yeah.
active process. You have to be actively involved, right? At least I hope that we could spark the interest of starting this course. If you haven't done so, right? So I hope that we could kind of motivate you to start it.
Yeah.
Okay, right? No?
Everyone is silent. So. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I say no idea.
No idea?
Yeah. Everyone is silent. They are just listening.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Or maybe they are not even here. They are having dinner.
Maybe it's also
Yeah,
time.
I know. It seems like we're talking to ourselves, right? Anyway, this one will be on YouTube. So if you missed it, so I'm sure people will be able to watch it and reflect on what we've been talking about, right? So as I said, if you haven't started this course, it's a great opportunity. Jump in and start it. I thank you, Aziza and Fatima, for facilitating today's group and answering all the questions. For next time, so because as you said, there are 7, right? And they get more difficult as they go. What if we kind of next time we'll cover all the topics in this first course in the fundamentals, right? So kind of we'll have an overview of the whole weeks, right? So there are 6 weeks in the first one, right? So we can do from 2 to 6, right? So to cover everything as a whole. If you finish by the time, that's great. If not, that's also okay, right? So that might help you kind of clarify some issues as we did today, right? So bring your question if you're already done, or if you're in the process, bring your questions, not only the technical issues, but also the content, right? Saying, oh, I didn't understand this question, right? Or what does it mean, right? Or I don't have any ideas how to answer this one, right? So then we can discuss.
So next time we'll go on from second course till 6, you mean, or?
I think so, yeah. What do you think?
We will finish, yes?
Yes, I think so, because we have to speed up, right? So because there are, as you said, 8 components, right? And you have to finish them by December, right? So I think if we kind of speed up.
So it means we will have one more, yes?
Study. One more for this. I actually want this to make it every week.
Yeah, I also, but I see it's not
popular. Not people want. Okay, we'll see. You know, let's see how, if there are. Let's hold once more. If people show up, and we'll continue doing that, right? So anyway, most people, watch on YouTube later, whenever they have time. So let's see how it goes, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
so next week we will talk about second course.
No, the
Teaching
first
now or first course.
No, the first course, but weeks 2 till 6, because we just today talked only about week 1, right?
Yeah.
So next week we'll talk about from weeks 2 till 6.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, bring your ideas, your questions, everything, then we can talk about them.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah. This is a great opportunity for you to exchange ideas, right? To share your thoughts. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much for everything. And thank you, ladies, Fatima and Aziza, for the wonderful presentation and handling all this so smoothly. I hope people found it useful. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. See you.